Okay, so in this video we're going to read where the graph is increasing and decreasing, and also we want to give the relative max and relative min. So the two places on the graph where it is increasing are this piece I'm shading in red, and also this piece I'm shading in red. However, when we indicate where a function is increasing or decreasing, what we want to provide are the x values. So we can see that on this first piece, this piece where the graph is increasing, the corresponding x values would be all x values either below or above the graph out here, right, since this graph would extend forever downward and outward. So these x values are going from negative infinity up to this x value. And then also the x values that correspond to this piece of the graph would start at this point, which is 2, and extend out to the right forever. So those x values would be starting at 2 and going to infinity. So these would be these would be the x values where the function is increasing. Okay, then we also want to read the x values where the function is decreasing. Just looking at where the graph is decreasing, it's decreasing on this piece. However, what we want to give are the corresponding x values, which would be these guys. So starting with this x value and ending with the x value 2 would be where the function is decreasing. And then let's see, if we just want to list where the relative maximum is, the relative maximum is at the high point. So this point right here would be a relative maximum. So we can just say there's a relative max at the point negative 0.667, 2.37. And then the low point on the graph is this point right here, so that's what we call a relative minimum. So we have a relative minimum at the point 2, 0. So that's very quickly, that's how we read where a graph is increasing, decreasing, and where the relative minimum and relative maximum occur. So hopefully that helps.